Okay, let's talk a little bit about the buy stop and sell stop commands. This order is the function that you can basically look at the new order form, and stop orders are basically the idea that you can implement is running through a stop sign. Okay, meaning that if you saw a market condition that was just going to blast through resistance, and it will fill your order, kind of methodology of trading. Okay, so it's a hit order where we want to make sure you do. Okay, let's actually refer to the website here. In order to use the stop orders or limit orders, you want to make sure you're on the Magic that you enable the stop orders. Okay, in order to use this command. It's a special command as well as the enabling of limit orders if you use the buy limit and sell limit orders. Let's talk about the buy stop and sell stop. Okay, referring to the manual here, looking at the buy stop is just basically the distance, and so when you put buy stop in the command of the trend line or the support resistance, then you're looking at the distance. Okay, and you can implement it whatever way you want to. If you want to put 10, 20, that's the distance is basically the pip amount. Just make sure you understand you need to include the spread. And typically, if you are a scalper, make sure you give enough room that, again, there could be ideas of news announcement that your order might not get filled and things of the nature. So just realize, again, you want to test on demo. There's not exactly a hard rule saying that you have to trade it on a certain time frame. Really, it's just depending on what kind of trading style you like most. Now, like I said, if you're someone that likes to deal with a market condition that you're looking for the market to blast through a certain price point, then this may be a type of command that you may be interested in. Okay, so referring from the manual, again, please read the manual. It'll give you a better idea of the commands and what the numbers mean. And again, you can keep it as simple as possible. So if this is a simple command that you understand, you like to use it, implement it. If there's commands that you don't understand, you can study them, but like I said, you want to test it, understand it, look at how you can benefit from the market by using it. There's certain commands that you may never use. I mean, there's just certain type of traders that like certain time frames, certain trading methodology, and they have different point of views of looking at support and resistance. Okay, let's actually bring up the charts here. So for instance, like I said, the buy stop command in this case scenario is, let's say that I just put a buy stop and it must be above the current market price. Okay, now if I'm able to implement it, there's one more thing I have to do in order for this order to be valid or to be broadcasted on the command displayed on the left hand side, and that is to go to the properties of the Magic. Okay, let me actually go to the Expert Advisors, right click, go to Expert Advisors to the Properties section, and I would like to enable the limit orders. Okay, and let's see here. Okay, here we have enabling stop orders. Okay, setting as true. So once that is implemented, you can save your setting specifically for that order, but now we have on the left hand side displaying the actual command. Right here we have a horizontal line at 1.59163. Now this is just based on that we saw a wick high, and I'm waiting for the market to blast through this high that the pound dollar is on a very strong uptrend. Okay, maybe there's some kind of indicator I like to use or some kind of methodology that I specifically look for, but you must enable the actual stop orders on the property section for this command to actually function. Again, it has the same functionality. Make sure your expert provider's on, smiley face, command displayed, internet connection, broker connection, just the necessary things that you need to trade online. Okay, so this command specifically is looking for the market to just come up and hit it and being filled. Just because it's getting hit doesn't mean it has to continue upwards. It may reverse. Again, you want to plan your trade. Have your stop losses and take profits already in place and implementing that. Looking at a sell stop order, again, the price may price or the line that you may draw and put the command below must be below the current price. Okay, so if I put sell stop and I put 40, what I'm looking for is 40 points below this line as my pending order. Okay, it actually displayed it, as you can see. Okay, and one other thing to kind of consider is if I right click and delete it, the ticks of the actual market is going to be what will modify the order. Okay, if things are not being modified, or you may have to do a cleanup. We kind of discussed about the cleanup, but we can kind of go into that again. Going to your navigation, you want to go to the script area where it says Majestic Cleanup, and here you can reset it and say OK, and then close out your platform and reopen it. Once you're able to do that, it will clean up your charts, and again, you can either change the time frame to make sure it's implemented. Okay, and you saw that the order was actually deleted, but still left a marker. Okay, this gives you an idea not only that it displayed the actual command the way it's supposed to, but also consider that this is how logs are generated. Okay, when we talk about the technical type of situations, if you think the order wasn't filled or the command wasn't being met, there's logs that are located in your computer or your broker's folder, and it says logs, of course. It's like a fingerprint, or it will just show you if there was connection with the Majestic, or if there was connection of the command, if the command was being implemented correctly, or whatever kind of error there may be been. The logs will have that information for us to pinpoint what exactly went on during that time, what actually caused that issue. But more cases or not, again, it's more of the understanding of the order. Okay, so if this order does make sense to you in implementing this type of command, it may come to your advantage. Again, you want to test it so you have a better idea of how to take advantage of this type of methodology. Okay, like I said, if I put a buy stop order here or command, it's not going to show up on the left hand side for several reasons. Okay, number one, I want to make sure the Majestic is displayed on the right time frame. Next thing, I got to make sure it's enabled the actual stop orders. Okay, set as true. Okay, once that's implemented, the command will display on the left hand side and will show me my limits. So right here, if I want to change the setting to 20 points, what I'll do is display the actual limit order, where again it's basing on the ticks of the market. So once it ticks, then it will display the actual stop order, and where I base the 20 points. Okay. Again, for the stop orders, what we're looking for is the market to break through. Like this is our stop sign, that it's going to run right through it. As well as right here, we're looking for a sell stop, maybe because we're looking for the market to crash down and surpass this trend line for some reason or not. Okay, but in order to use these orders or commands, you must make sure that you enable the stop order in the properties section, and for it to be implemented in the market. There we go. Okay, so you can see the lines being displayed. Okay, once these things are functioning, you definitely know that it's working. Alright, so those are some ways that you can take advantage of this order. Some people like to use it by, it's almost like adding positions as well. If you had a methodology of reasons why you had good intentions, that you knew the yen was going to lose value in this market condition, that you were adding positions by stop orders, and that if it was continuing the trend, you can almost use it exactly the same way as the buy order or buy add command or sell add command, but in this case here it would be a touch being filled not based on the close of the candle, but more of the touch of the candle or the price itself, excuse me. So that's the difference between the stop orders. It's pretty much the buy add and sell add command, but based on the touch, not the close of the candle. But again, if you want to implement this type of methodology, make sure you test it first and hopefully it can benefit you in your trading.